Okay, Sam, Sentient Sessions, Court back in session. I have a message for you. Are you ready for it? How are you feeling? How are you feeling? How are you feeling? How are you feeling? Are you feeling good? Are you feeling good? Are you feeling great? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. It's been a long time. Should have left you. These beats be having me. Okay, the possessed. Oh, I'm pulling the Bad Girl Oracle deck, and I pulled the possessed card. First, you don't succeed. Dust yourself off and try again. And try again, try again. You don't succeed. Dust yourself and try again. And try again, try again. It's not nothing. It's lip gloss. I got those corners of the mouth that like things just be sitting here. My mouth goes in. I explained it, but sometimes you're gonna see me. I'm gonna have like, I'm not gonna lie. I be trying my best to keep it, you know. That was a random thought. It really was. But boom, the possessed. When pulled upright, the possessed may signal that something outside of yourself is driving you forward, or that you may be vulnerable to manipulation. She may signal an out of control feeling and action taken without regard for consequence. Oh, oh, oh. Okay. When pulled upright, the possessed may signal that something outside of yourself is driving you forward, or that you may be vulnerable to manipulation. She may signal an out of control feeling and action taken without regard for consequence. Or do you not think so far ahead? 'Cause I've been thinking about forever. This is I don't necessarily think that this card is resonating with you per se. I'm gonna pull the rest of my cards. I've been going through it when it comes to like my voice and doing this. The fuck? Will I keep going? Hell the fuck yeah. Hell yeah. But the possessed is given like action. I'm focusing on the actions taken without consequence. Social media, or actions taken without thinking so far ahead. If you hold on, you'll cause resistance. Don't consume yourself with peasant behavior. Pisces. At first you don't succeed. Scorpio. Dust yourself up and try again. Sending spiritual attacks. It's funny, that comes out every time I talk about my voice and wanting to talk and having this hard ass time doing so. Work smarter, not harder. Should have met you, left you. Communicate your feelings. Get to manifesting. At first, what? Should have left you, left you. Step two, step two, step two. First, you don't. We got Virgo. Energy of sign. These are the, I'm gonna put energy of all these signs. Pisces to me means like this dreamy energy. Scorpio's like transformation. Virgo's like working hard, and then work smarter, not harder is on top of Virgo. Energy of sign. And then we got Aries, which is to me essentially like a new beginning. I don't know why they're doing it like this, but this is what we're doing. You're worrying too much, overthinking. Feminine. Oh, baby. Feminine. Feminine. Baby, my cards is flying. Pour into your self-expression. And that's going to communicate your feelings. Protect your energy. Protect your energy. Can I tell you something about what... Okay, sometimes spiritual attacks isn't necessarily like somebody sitting there conjuring some shit up. Sometimes people are really like... Because I had a weird dream. Okay. So I had a weird dream about getting into, like, me yelling and getting into an argument. And I was like, what the fuck? That doesn't work like me. So that's essentially like an energy projection, right? So, like, that's understanding the intention behind the action. Sometimes the action is meant to get a certain response. That's a spiritual attack. Because someone's trying to manifest a certain response from you or generate, you know, a certain interaction that isn't going to happen or isn't supposed to happen or not something that we usually happen. And that's when I had that dream, I was like, oh shit, whatever. Like, I mean, like, yeah, it was like a dream of like me being like super triggered, super mad and angry and aggressive. And I just don't roll like that. Like, what the fuck I look like? So I was just mad confused because I was like, why am I yelling in this dream? Why would I be yelling? Like, look at me. Like, that's just, I don't know. Like, that's just so, ugh. I mean, it's nothing wrong with yelling. I be yelling before, but like, I don't got no time being stressed. You get what I'm saying? Like, I be like, anytime I want to be stressed out, I just look at myself and I be like, why would I, you know, put myself in that position? That's just not, I'm not gonna say it's not feminine, but it's just like, what's the point in fighting when you could just relax? What's the point in fighting when you could just surrender? Like, I like to lean into more feminine elements of existing. Like, I like to relax. Like, if I'm not relaxed or if I'm not like just calm, then I don't know. I feel like I'm in my masculine. And it's not that I have an issue with, but masculine energy can be used for working. Or again, this is where the working smarter, not harder comes in. Like, you don't fight for things that's not like you say, you know, you get what I'm saying? Like, you surrender in areas where it doesn't matter. Like, why would you fight? Like, that competitiveness or like that fighting or that demanding, that is like a masculine element. So if I want to use my masculine energy, because we hold both energies. If I want to use my masculine energy wisely, I'm going to use that towards, you know, like working or a goal post, you know what I'm saying? Towards things like this. Like, this, while it's a very feminine thing, using my intuition, the speed and the productivity to it is a masculine element. So I'm not going to waste my masculine energy fighting. I'm not going to waste my masculine energy demanding something, demanding respect, fighting for my rights, blah blah blah. I'm just gonna let shit go. Like, that's just what works better for me. So wait, hold up, I like the song. Never too much, never too much, never too much. Yeah, that's the song that's on. But yeah, I don't got time for that. Oh, my shining star, my fantasy. You scare them. I can't tell you. I'm always thinking of you. I didn't know you. I guess people don't know what to expect when they're so used to something that just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've had people say some shit like that to me, like, oh, why don't you like get mad? Why don't you fight? Da da da. Because what am I wasting my energy doing that shit for when I could just be doing something else? Like, I love to be in my masculine, but I like to do it for productivity. Like, I'm going to be productive. Like, you know, I know how to channel energy. Like, I know how to utilize my energy for what I want to utilize it for. I like to have that amount of self-control. So nothing is really that stressful, for real. Wishing evil, person of sign. And also, God is good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't worry about nothing because I know God already got the answer. That's how I live my life. Like, and it's true. People could, doubt it, but you can see it from the way that my life like moves, that I'm blessed and I will stay blessed. And I'm not going to trick myself out of my blessings because I'm not going to trick myself out of blessings because of my lack of emotional control. You get what I'm saying? Like, why would I move like I'm not blessed? That's why I keep saying, like, I just look at me. Like, why would I move like I'm not blessed to defend myself in something that doesn't even matter? Life goes on, and I've learned that many times over. Like, if something is left behind today, there's something new and better tomorrow. So I felt like that when I got fired. Like, I had gotten a job the same day. You know what I'm saying? If something is left behind today, then tomorrow there's something better. I trust that. That's my faith. I'm not coming out of my faith because you don't see it or you don't understand it. That's just, it's wielding energy, judgment. It's wielding of energy. Four of Cups reversed. Oh, 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 1,000 kisses from you. It's never, 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 never. Just don't wanna stop. Love. Strength reverse. Boom, boom, boom. The songs are mad random. Walk away, teach me. Okay, social media. If you hold on, you'll cause resistance. Don't consume yourself with peasant behavior. Pisces, you're worrying too much, overthinking. Scorpio, feminine, sending spiritual attacks. Judgment. Okay, so some of it's energy of sign and person of sign. So judgment. I be feeling like everything's a test. That's what I want to say. I be feeling like everything be a test. I mean, sometimes life just happens, but like sometimes we're put in certain positions to see what we're, again, like the way I live my life is like I'm being examined. Like, so sometimes we're put in positions where we're meant to learn lessons, or things are given to you so that it's seen, so that you can see. How do I want to say this? Sometimes things are given to you so that it can be observed how you're going to handle it. And sometimes I feel like what happens is, if, let's say, I feel like sometimes the worst parts of yourself get tested. Okay? And if you move outside of the worst part of yourself, that's why, again, I don't engage in negative behavior, because at the end of the day, the actions that I put into this situation is going to be what comes at the end of the situation. You get what I'm saying? Like, everything is kind of a cycle. When the cycle closes out, I don't want to be at the bottom of the wheel of fortune. I understand energy in a way of like, whatever you put in, whatever you reap, you shall sow. So, oh, that's what's on the card too. Whatever you reap, you shall sow. So let's say that I become aware of scheming, like someone's been scheming behind my back. Let's say I become aware of it. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to continue to protect my energy. That's like, protect your energy. I'm going to continue to protect my energy because God is real. And that's what I believe. And it's never failed me. So I just be like, okay, like, I'm going to protect my energy, and whatever you're throwing my way eventually has to come right back to you. Whatever you reap, you shall sow. Look to me, boy. Like, I can know details about a situation and just not give a fuck. Like, I can have all the dreams. I can just not give a fuck because I'm just knowing to be more aware. I used to get so like, oh my God, this is what's happening behind my back. Oh my God, I'm so upset. Whoa. But like, it didn't solve nothing. Like, sometimes you're just aware to be aware and to understand how to protect yourself. I believe in protection versus defense. Like, some people are into defense. I'm not into defense. I'm into just protection. Like, I'm very gray in a sense. Like, I don't want to do nothing in reverse. I don't want to do none of that. I like to take energy. If you throwing energy my way, I'm going to use that energy for my betterment. But like, if I'm if I'm put in a position where I'm starting to want to like fight back, I just be like, what else can I do? Like, it makes you creative. It activates different parts of you. Like, we get really caught up. The trick is to the trick, I would say, is to just not get caught up. Don't get caught up, because things don't be having nothing to do with you. I'm trying to pull a spiritual awakening card because this is getting real like deep. The law of abundance. Open your mind to your prosperous nature. I'm gonna make on me. Hey, tell me, how did you fit that in those jeans? But yeah, things do not be about you. That's like my rule of thumb. Things do not be about you. Like, it's just, you meant to observe versus concern yourself with shit. Open your mind to your prosperous nature. The law of abundance or supply. The spiritual truth is that the universe only knows abundance. The entire cosmos is designed with infinite elemental equations with unlimited combinations. This law is designed to have you aligned with absolute abundance. When you invert this law or live in a scarcity mentality, you will experience feeling bound or fearful. The reality is, you have been endowed with a mind that is immeasurable in its ability to innovate and create possibilities. Even the material realm is lavish, and energy becomes unbounded through the incalculable synthesis of material particles. Your higher self desires for you to awaken to your infinite potential and innovation. Let go of any lack mentality. The universe is ready to pour wealth onto you. Open your heart. That's what I'm saying. Like, so what I was saying is that, again, like, energy is energy, right? So why not direct the energy in the way that you feel best? It's not saying don't work at anything. It's saying utilize your, like, we pour energy into things that don't pour back into us. Pour energy into what actually matters. Like, if you're getting raw energy, like, I'm telling you, I think of everything as energy. Everything is energy. So energy is being sent your way. Take the energy, use it. You don't have to attach meaning to it. Like, even when you're in a situation where it feels like, when I'm broke, I feel like I'm the most creative. When I'm broke, I feel like my mind transforms because I have to get more creative, because I have to understand how to do things differently. So now when I'm back in a space where I'm good, my mind works different. I handle it different. So those moments are used to transmute. I'm saying transmute. Okay? So work smarter, not harder. Transmute. You don't have to push to prove. That's like a real like toxic. You utilize both of your energies. That's like a real toxic masculine type of trait, like pushing to prove yourself. No, you don't prove yourself. You don't work hard to prove anything. You use the energy and you work harder to make yourself better. Work smarter, not harder. Pour into your self-expression. Communicate your feelings. Protect your energy, get to manifesting. It's a form of protection to become aware of yourself and how your natural energy is. So when you are being projected onto or something is being thrown your way, you're able to direct the energy. You are the master of your own life. Become the master of your own life if you feel like you aren't right now. Ask you to take me to go shopping in Paris or go selling overseas and just drape me in Gucci, no. All I ever asked was you to pick up the phone while all I ever asked was you to kisses and hugs. Four of Cups reversed. Say, let's you show me up. So won't you say my name, say my name. And also, like, that's new opportunities. Like, Four of Cups reversed, I'm getting just new opportunities. Like, being open to new opportunities. Your mind transforms through whatever is being sent your way when you decide it should be. When you decide that you want to transform, then you do. We're working with energy. It's raw energy. That's how I feel about life. Everything is energy to me. Communicate your feelings, because everything first happens spiritually. So if something, there's an awareness of something that is coming in or something that will be thrown my way, I can already redirect it. But I'm aware of myself. Again, I had a dream that showed me everything I needed to know. So once I know what I need to know, I'm already moving, I'm already directing it. Like, I'm already like, you know what, this is what it's going to be. This is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to maneuver this. Like, and then you just pour that energy into something that matters. And then opportunities open up depending on what you focus your energy on. Communicate your feelings, protect your energy, get to manifesting. Virgo, you scare them, energy of sign, wishing evil, Aries. And then we got the Strength in reverse. You know what? Again, like, if you're really like self-assured, sometimes you're put in positions where self-doubt is projected onto you. Self-doubt, like whatever it is that you exhibit, sometimes that energy gets triggered. The opposite of that energy gets triggered. Like, even in reality in general, like, let's say you made the decision, like, okay, boom, something, I'm gonna use that as an example. When I wanted to move to Virginia and I first like really planted that seed that I'm going to move, I started seeing news stories of like really violent things going on in Virginia. And I was just like, what the fuck? But like, again, I'm standing at the subway. You know how many fucking crazy things I've seen in the New York City subway? Nothing tops it. So I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm seeing all these news stories projecting fear onto me because most people have a fear of doing new things. It's like an energy that's like circulating out there. So you try to make a new decision, you see the opposite of it. Sometimes you do. Like, the fear within you starts to want to pull at things, but you use those moments to make yourself stronger. Like, oh, I feel fearful of this, but if it was to happen, like, you know, it makes you more accepting of the fears that you had, and work through it. It's like shadow work in a sense, like things that come to your awareness when you're trying to make new decisions, or the things that happen when you're trying to make new decisions. Yeah, like, I transmute everything, I alchemize everything. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm trying to think of an example. Like, okay, something that happened at work one time was, I had talked about this on a video too. Something that happened to me at work one time was that, like, my coworkers had gotten really weird one day. Like, this girl had like this girl fucking stole a bracelet from me. Like, I made bracelets and she just never paid me for it. And I think like 2-3 weeks later, somebody had purchased waist beads from me. You get them, and from a site that I never, because I let it go. I was like, oh, this is just a sign that business is about to boom up. Business is about to get good. So it's like, all right, well, whatever. Like, I could have been mad. And then the next day I had gotten a laptop to go home. So I wasn't even working with my coworkers no more. Like that day they were being weird because if I would have attached myself to what was happening, I wouldn't have seen the blessing in everything that was going on. So yeah. That's what I was saying. Like if I'm like, sometimes life is gonna project onto you that you're unlucky or something like that. Or that there's full of like there's mad lack of luck or something. I don't believe in luck. I believe in being blessed. And I affirm that I'm blessed. And I know that I am blessed. But sometimes life will make you feel like I'm not blessed. Like, especially when I'm broke. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit that will really get you. Like, oh, I'm having money troubles. I'm not blessed. But material wealth is just the tip of the iceberg. So you have to continuously healing. Flipped over. Material wealth is just the tip of the iceberg. Because you know what you have underneath all that material wealth? Because material wealth is fleeting. I still have a good personality. I'm still very intelligent. I'm still beautiful. I'm still talented. I'm still underneath everything. Like, I'm still who I am. That's just a reminder to remember the other blessings in your life. So, and then when it picks back up, again, you think different because you focused on what you needed to focus on. You worked on what you needed to work on. You have the new plans that you need to have. Nothing happens without reason. What you reap, you shall sow. Be careful of the seeds that you plant in the garden of your mind. So that's Sam sent to you in session de jour. Please come back.